Welcome back to Time Pace. Today we are at Glam Hair AU Northlands, Queensland, and I'm sitting across from a woman who spent the last 10 years turning a single chair into a brand that women across this community trust with more than just their hair. Memory Mandaza, welcome.
Thank you.
Before we get into the story, tell us in your own words, what is Glam Hair AU?
Hair is a place where hair confidence and community come together. We've been in business for almost a decade now. Based in North Lakes, Brisbane, we specialize in braiding. We specialize in natural hairstyling. We specialize in lock maintenance and hair treatments, just to mention a few.
This conversation matters because behind every salon chair is a story most clients never hear. Today, we are pulling back the curtains. Take me back. What was young Memory like? Growing up, what kind of households shaped you?
To think about it, growing up, hair has always been part of my life. I started braiding when I was 8 years old. I had cousins who used to braid under the tree, the African way.
8 years?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So that I would say that's the same age as my daughter now.
Okay.
And I'm trying to show her some ropes here and she can braid. So she's in the right direction.
Oh.
So coming back from school, you'll be going home and if they're waiting for you, cousins are waiting for you to finish on braids, helping, fetching water and all those things. So growing up, that was really the way we were living. And I would say I was quite a shy child growing up. Only speak when you're spoken to. That was the kind of person I was.
Okay. Oh, good to know a little bit about yourself. Was there a moment in your childhood where you already knew you loved making people feel beautiful?
Yes, definitely. It would make me so happy seeing how the clients look and feel like when they leave the chairs. Back then when my cousins used to do hair. And I thought, this is amazing. If you can make somebody smile just by doing their hair, that is really amazing.
Oh, good. Good on you. So, what was the moment you decided to move to Australia? What was going through your mind when that time came and said, hey, I'm going to move to Australia? What was that moment?
So I moved to Australia when I got married to my husband. Before then, I didn't even know I wanted to even move.
Okay.
I had no plans to even leave the country. And then one day I was just sitting in the office and then there in walked this hunk and everything else is history. This man saw me and he fell head over heels and he was like, I'm going to take you to Australia. And then it just happened like that. So that's how I moved to Australia.
What did you leave behind that still lives in your heart?
I left my family back home. Both my parents are still alive and I do have siblings. I'm the eldest child in a family of 3 and I've got a sister and a brother. Obviously, part of me is still yearning to be back home because I do have my roots back there.
All right. Good to know. I think like everyone else, we all look back and say, hey, there's no place like home.
Yeah.
Good to know. How did that move change you as a person coming to Australia?
I think it changed my growth as a person.
All right.
Because it forced me to look into situations from a different lens than you would when you are back home. Back home, things are just readily available for us. Groceries, getting your hair done or going to the salon. Things are just there. So it's those things that we take for granted. And then when you move to a different country altogether, that's when you realize, oh my goodness, things are kind of hard here.
All right. I know you mentioned a little bit about your family, your siblings. Tell me about a quick or sort of recap or revisit what we spoke about before. Tell me about your family today. Who is in your corner?
So my biggest support today is my husband. He is always there. He pushes me to do things that I would say, sometimes I'm doubting myself. And then he supports me all the way. And also my children, I've got a boy and a girl. I look at them and I want to do right by them. Like I just want to be somebody they look towards and they look up to and say, our mom did it. And we want to walk in her footsteps.
Yeah, good. It seems like you're setting a legacy already.
Definitely.
No, that's good to know. So I'll ask throw another question there. I know you spoke about when you're young, the cousins making hair. Maybe that's what sort of pushed you into that hair. But when did the hair stop being just a skill and start becoming a passion? When do you started saying, I love to do this?
I think that moment happened when I moved to Australia and then I had my child, my first child. During that time, it was really hard even finding products on the market catering for African people or people of color, or even a visit to the salon. I still remember going to the salon. We were living in Newman, and going to the salon, you would have to travel to Perth, which is a day's travel without even stopping.
All
A
right.
whole day's travel. So I started thinking there is a gap here that needs to be utilized, looking into the market. We need to have more people who are passionate about our own hair, looking after the hair. And so many people you have conversations with, their hair was thriving back home and everything changed when they moved. So that's the gap we're trying to bridge.
Oh, cool. You seem to find a gap, a niche, as you say, because you realize that not many people get that opportunity or a place where their hair can be looked after, and you capitalize on that and took that. Who taught you? Did you teach yourself to make hair? I know you mentioned about the cousin, but did they teach you? Did they taught you?
No, it wasn't like somebody had to actually put you and go through a lesson or for it to happen.
Okay.
Whilst you're just standing there, if something is an interest to you, you just get mesmerized into it. And I'm that kind of person who is like, if I put my mind onto something, I get it done. So I would say it's more like a talent. It became like a talent. Maybe I was born and it was embedded within me, but it was quite easy to just grasp on it.
So you tell me, talk to me, tell me about your first client. Tell me about the feelings that came up when the first person. What do you remember about that moment?
So my first client was in Newman. When I moved from Zimbabwe, we were living in Newman when we moved to Australia. So Glam Hair was born in Newman.
Okay.
My first clients were the African ladies in Newman, and they really motivated me into something that was going to be, which is now bigger than me. I never really thought that I was going to be in this place. But when I started, it was just like a few braids and a few bonnets and a few wigs. And these ladies really rallied behind me and they came to support me and they bought these things from me. I think that's when everything started.
Good. So your first client was Newman. And what I was trying to say, did you had any feelings towards getting that first order? What was it?
When you have just started a business and that first ching comes in, it just changes everything in you because you get into a different kind of realm that you would never understand. Most business people would understand what I'm trying to say because when you start to do something, you'll be like, I'm not sure if things are going to work out or how people are going to accept me. But when that first order comes in, you'll be like, okay, I think I've just found my footing now. I'm ready to fight for it.
Did you know then that this will become what it is today?
I had a vision when I started. So I knew I was going somewhere where the light was brighter, though I never thought I was going to start having the salon side of things. That was my husband's idea to start doing the salon side of things. I knew it was a lot of work. Maybe that's why I was so skeptical about doing it. But my husband was like, you've got the space. You do have the talent. Why are you not doing it? And then I wasn't so keen at first. But then when I had my first client, it awoken something inside of me. And
I was going to ask you about your biggest fears in some of this, but since you maybe let's say the idea from the action, but let's ask it in this way that when we say, what was the biggest fear you had to push through to actually start something?
So I think I had to really work on myself because I'm an introvert. I do enjoy just being by myself. And in business, if you really want to succeed, that will never get you anywhere. You need to surround yourself with people who motivate and push you And if you want to learn more, you need to surround yourself with people who are actually doing better than you if you are willing to learn. So being an introvert, it doesn't get you what you need, where you need to go or what you need to achieve. You need to be more outspoken. You need to go for what you want. If you want something, you need to work towards it and go for it. But if you keep on sitting in one place thinking, oh, I'm a shy person, oh, I'm scared, people will say, think whatever. People will always say things whether you've done something or not.
Yeah, they need to be open-minded to go out there, start engaging and talking. Every business owner has a mistake that taught them something big. So if I may ask you, what's yours? What was your mistake that taught you something?
Quite a few.
All right.
One of the mistakes I would say is going all out. You have decided, okay, you have said, okay, I've got a niche that I'm interested in. And without doing a proper market research and your due diligence, going all out and investing money in that thing that you're not sure, you just be like, okay, I've got this manifestation. It's bothering you. You know, when something, you've got an idea or a manifestation that comes through, you won't sleep. It will bug you until you've done something about it.
Okay.
But just because something is bugging you and pushing you to do it, it doesn't mean you need to stop doing your research. You also need to do your proper research and due diligence to see how the niche is going, how do you attack it before you can coach financially.
That's good advice. Thanks for that. I think we're listening out there who have just learned some few little tricks or things from you. Thank you. If you would compare the business 10 years ago to what it is today, what is the biggest difference?
There is a huge noticeable difference. I would say I was in the garage before. That was where all my stuff was in, sorting out all the online orders, because I was mainly online. I wasn't even doing pickups, but the online store kept me very busy. I was in the garage and we had to park all our cars outside because the garage was like full to the brim. So looking at it now, we moved into retail. We are in our third year retail.
All right.
So that's a very big difference from coming from the garage and moving into retail, where people have access to all the products and some knowledge that we give in day in, day out. Is really amazing.
So let me say, what is something that stayed exactly the same, that really did not change over the last 10 years?
So I would say over the last 10 years, what stayed the same is my passion for doing hair.
All right.
My passion for delivering genuine products to my clients and my customers. That has never changed. Given that now there are so many fakes on the market, I always strive to give that credible products to my clients. If I can't get it, you find my shelves empty. I won't fill it with crap.
Yeah.
My customers know that. Like when they come in and it's been 3-4 weeks, you're looking for something, I will tell you, I don't have it yet, but definitely when I get it, I don't give crap to my clients.
Oh, that's good that we want to stay authentic and give that originality, the pure, authentic products to your customers.
Yeah.
I have to ask this. Is a client ever asked for something so wild that to politely talk them out of it?
It happens so many times.
Okay. All right.
It's a no. People, especially nowadays with AI, and somebody will come to you with an image they got from ChatGPT. And then you look at this thing, the braid doesn't even have a starting point or an ending point, and you'll be like, how am I supposed to even do this? But the client is, this is what I want. Can you do this? So my clients, the good thing is we do have a personal relationship, like a hairdresser client. So the thing, they do value what I say. If I'm going to tell them, oh, this hairstyle is nice, but truth be told, it's not looking good. In my eyes, it looks a little bit weird. They do listen. So I'm really blessed about that.
Now, what strikes me is listening to you is that this was never just about doing hair. So let's go there. When a woman sits in your chair, what do you think is she really looking for beyond the hairstyle?
I'll answer that question in 2 parts.
Okay.
For you to really understand what somebody is looking for when they walk in through your doors and sitting in your chair, you really need to know the dynamics and the demographics of different women. So I would say the Gen Z, They are the most interesting demographic. If they're coming and sitting into your chair, they only are interested in one thing and one thing only. You need to clock it.
Okay.
You need to clock it.
Oh, that's what you call it? Okay.
You gotta eat. You need to clock that hairstyle.
Okay.
That's all they're interested in. So you need to make sure that your technique is at par. You need to clock it.
Yeah.
And then if a millennial comes in and sit in your chair, well, they're not worried about the clocking thing. That doesn't exist in their heads most of the times. All they're interested in is the experience they're going to have in the chair.
Oh, that's good.
The experience they're going to have in the chair, the service that is going to be given to them, that's what matters to them. It goes a long way for them.
Sounds like you have worked hard to know your customers or your clients very well, that the Gen Zs, what sort of things they want, which is pretty good. Tell me about a client who came in for hair but left changed in a different way, just besides the hair.
I would say that salon chair that you see all the time, it's a therapy chair in some way.
Okay.
Because the moment a client sits in there, they feel very inclined to open up most of the times. And I'm a good listener. I am a very good listener.
Yeah, you have to. If
it comes with the job as well.
Yeah, definitely.
They've booked a service, not because they want their hair done, but they're looking for someone to listen.
Okay.
They're looking for somebody to listen. Maybe they're going through something and they feel like nobody's listening to them, or they just want to pour out to somebody. That happens most of the times in my chair. And I am there to listen and to give advice accordingly and try to build my clients, obviously, from their personal lives and all that.
Why do you think salon chair becomes a safe place for women to open up?
Hair is a deeply personal aspect. It's connected to identity. It's connected to culture. It's connected to self-esteem and confidence.
Yep.
And when a woman trusts you with their hair, they normally trust you with other parts of their lives as well. And it's a known thing that when you genuinely care for a woman, they open up most of the times. They do open up when they feel genuinely cared for. They do open up about certain parts of their lives. And we just don't create beautiful hairstyles. So we create a space where women feel relaxed.
Why do you think a salon chair becomes a safe space for women to open up?
Hair is a deeply personal aspect, and it is connected to culture, confidence, self-esteem, and identity. So when women trust you with their hair, they open up about other parts of their lives. And naturally, when women feel they are genuinely cared for, they open up. It's a natural Mother Nature thing.
Good to know that there's obviously that link with the hair
and yes, we create beautiful hair, but we also, most importantly, we focus on creating an environment that is more relaxing and nurturing for the women.
Yep, not to stir the pot or say a specific story that someone has told you. We don't want to go into those areas, but all I'm trying to say is, have you ever had a client cry in your chair? What was that like to you?
Yes, I have had clients with an S, clients cry in my chair.
For happiness, for sadness, or?
I would say for happiness, we'll be crying together. We're talking about a story, we're laughing and we end up crying.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot. And then for sadness, the thing is, because I do have different relationships with my clients, I do know how they are when they are happy, when something is going on. So when somebody walks in through the doors coming in for a service, like I can read minds. That's another thing about me.
Okay.
So the moment I just look at you, you're walking in, I can read your energy. I can read your mind. Something is not okay. I will ask you if you are okay. So most of the times, with the moment you ask somebody, are you okay? The emotions, they just come flowing out. If
just to get overwhelmed by their experiences, what's happening there. Okay.
Get overwhelmed to say, okay, somebody has seen me today. Somebody is asking me, are you okay? So that changes the whole scenario for them and prompts them to open up and say what's going on.
It's good I'm not saying yes or anything, but it's good to know some of the things that comes with your work. Yeah. How do you personally hold for other women's emotions while running a business?
I think it just comes with the territory, because if you are offering a service that is deeply connected to women's confidence, it just puts you in that space already.
Okay.
It just, without you even thinking about it, you just in there.
Does that ever take a toll on you?
I wouldn't say it takes a toll.
Okay.
Though some said stories that, you hear someday you'll be thinking about it the rest of the day. Oh my goodness, this is insane. But it really teaches me about what people are going through out there in the world. And I think it has made me be a kinder person, because you don't know what the next person is going through. So kindness really goes a long way.
Oh, good to know that you're doing business at the same time. That creates a positive effects, not only to the clients or the customers,
Yeah.
to you as well.
Yeah.
Why do you think confidence and hair are deeply connected for women? Well, I heard you talking about trust, when they would trust you,
yes,
confidence,
yes.
and all the stuff. Why do you think confidence in women in the hair?
Yeah. Even Rihanna said it, that
Okay.
if your hair is looking good, the outfit is already done. It's already done and dusted. So people, when they look at you, the first thing they see is your hair. And then after the hair, they see the shoes. If you didn't know.
It sounds like Glam Hair isn't just a salon. It's almost a form of community care. Let's zoom it out now. And 10 years is a long time in a business. Let's talk about the journey as a whole. What do you reckon the 10 years you were in the business? If you can just create a quick brief, good thing, positive things, or was the whole tenure of 10 years as the best thing that you have ever done?
I would say the decade that I've been in business, the business environment has taught me patience. It has taught me resilience. There are some situations that you are faced with as a business person, because as a small business, you are the marketing person, you are the finance person, you are also the cleaning person. So everything is just looking at you.
Okay.
And you get overwhelmed at some point, because it's a lot. And then also being a mom and a wife in the whole mix, there's so many things involved now, running a household, running the business, kids involved. Business has taught me resilience. I never thought I can be this resilient in my life until I started this business. And the year that we moved into retail, that was crazy.
Right.
Yes, because retail is no man's land. If we are to speak maybe in zombie apocalypse terms.
And
Yeah.
time, do you think that time, do you think you've lost that time? Do you think the 10 years that you did spend in the business has created an opportunity for you to have more time back in life later on? Or what do you reckon? Or it was the best decision you've ever made? Or
I don't regret anything about the time that I've spent. I don't regret any of it.
Is it worth it?
It is absolutely worth it. All the mistakes that I've made, all the successes that I've had along the way, it has molded me into this person that I am today. I am not afraid to take a step forward. I am not afraid to seize an opportunity when I see it. I am not afraid to approach other creators. I've approached so many. I've been rejected so many times. I am not afraid.
Oh, that's good
I
to
would
know.
rather be the rejected and know that I've tried.
It's good to know that the time we have spent building this business, it has created positive out of you and the things that you're proud out of it. So looking back across the 10 years, what was the proudest achievement?
I would say my proudest moments is when I was able to beg some of the biggest wholesalers in the US. It takes a lot for a small business to be recognized by those big people in the industry. It takes a lot. So for them to even want to give you the time of day and listen to what you have to say, it says a lot.
Oh, that's good. I think it will become a motivation as well. What was the hardest year you have ever had in the business and what got you through it?
Like I mentioned before, the hardest year that I had to go through was when we moved into retail. Like it is intense in retail. It's survival of the fittest. If you are too weak, you'll be done in a month. You won't even be able to afford the next month's rent.
Okay.
So it is really full on. The overheads are insane. There's always something around the corner. So what got me through it is When you are doing your plans, like this is what you want to achieve for the week or for the day or for the month, you can't just have one plan. You need to have a plan B, plan C, plan D, up to maybe Y or Z if
Okay.
that works for you. So that if something doesn't work the way you want it to, then you know, okay, I can plan C or B can take effect. So you really need to be on your toes every single time, waiting for something. It will never work.
When you said when you moved into the retail, so you said you moved into this retail 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Was there a moment you genuinely thought about quitting?
It makes me laugh because that happens so many times in a day.
Okay.
You wake up in the morning, everybody wants money from you. And then you look into your bank account, there's no money in there.
Okay.
And then you go to work that day, it's a crazy one. And kids are sick at school, it's like a cross country for you that day. Everything is just not working. Money is not coming in. You'd be like, why am I doing this? Why am I making myself suffer? But they will come just a teeny tiny moment.
Yeah.
That makes you feel, oh my goodness, I've done this today. And you are back to feeling fulfilled again. So it's just like a roller coaster. Every single day of your life is a roller coaster. Sometimes you be thinking, I'm ready to wrap this thing up. I'm ready.
So it sounds like there's a little bit of some tough decisions you make. So what's stopping you from quitting?
I can't quit at this point. I'm far gone.
Okay.
I'm far gone and I'm looking. There are so many people that I've come across with and they're like, you inspire me so much. So if I'm to quit today, there are people looking up to me, being inspired by what I do and what I stand up for. So I do not want to let my audience down. And at the same time, I have my kids looking up to me. I've got my husband's support. So there's no reason to quit at this point. I don't see it as an option.
So do you say it was a good thing?
It is absolutely the best thing ever.
Oh, that's good. Good to know that there's that positive vibe at the end. I say that's the best thing ever.
Yes.
If we could stay your 10 years, if we can break it down 10 years in 5 minutes, what would you tell it?
I would tell myself to relax a bit. Sometimes I think I needed to take some time and sit down. And I would also tell myself to not be afraid to take up space and speak up. In our African proverb, they say the cooking stick is given to those who keep quiet. But in all honesty, that doesn't work in this world. If you are quiet, people will go with who is asking for opportunities. So if you are quiet, everything will pass by you and you'll be still standing there, left holding the hem of the cloth. So you need to not be afraid to take up space and speak up so that whoever is there out there, they'll be like, there's somebody talking here. I need to listen to this person. What is so important about this person that they keep on going about it? And you get your opportunity and your time.
Definitely was worth there. I'll take that myself. Good to know. How is your definition of success changed since you started this business?
So I would say when I started, success was more about making more money. And if I'm looking at myself today, a lot has changed in me and there's so much growth in there. Success is more about purpose, like bringing your purpose that you are doing the business for your vision. If you are fulfilling the thing that drives you every single day, that is success.
Oh, that's good.
That is
good to know. That's the biggest thing that I ever heard today.
If you have a vision, like you say, I'm starting my business today and this is my vision. If you fulfill that vision, that is success.
For sure.
If you've got a family and you're saying, I want to be this kind of mom, this kind of father to my children, if you are fulfilling that thing in your heart, that is success. Learning to keep on learning and increasing your knowledge and all, that is success as well.
Yeah, cool. So you have built so much already, but I know you are not done.
Yeah.
And let's talk about where this is heading or where your vision is.
So my vision is it's moving towards the education part of things.
Are you thinking of something like sort of academy, like sort of Glam Hair Academy?
Yes, absolutely. So I've got Glam Hair Academy that I've just launched. So at the moment, we're doing one-on-one braiding classes, and there is more to come in the next coming few months. But this has been an issue from my heart and has been on my heart for quite a while because we do have young and upcoming, we do have moms who wants to braid their own children. We do have women who also want to braid their own hair. And there is a gap in the industry where the proper techniques are not there. So this is what we need to transfer to our people so that they can have the right techniques, the right knowledge to do it.
If you could tell me more about Glam Hair Academy. So what's the vision there?
So the vision there is mainly women empowerment.
Okay.
We want to equip the women with the right in order for them to feel empowered to do some other things. And maybe you want to start your own business or you want to start a side hustle. It's all about women empowerment.
Okay.
I'm a very feminine person. Like I do love being a woman.
Okay.
And I know what empowerment does to a woman. When women come together, great things happen. So this is what the issue that's on my heart. And it's all about educating as well, the upcoming, our children. Being a minority in this country, obviously, we are aiming on educating our kids about their hair, embracing their curls and all those things so that they know how to look after their hair. They know how it is to have Afro hair. It's not a burden, but it is something to be embraced.
Wow, that's good. It's good to know the vision and the whole picture about educating the kids that sort of grew up in Australia who might not even have a better understanding what's on their head.
Yeah.
The next sort of 5 years, where do you see yourself?
So I would say an empire, like a beauty empire, is one of the main things that I would love to focus. I love to get together with other women of color creators. I enjoy that a lot. Coming together and offering services is one of the things that's right on my radar. And then just building a beauty empire.
When you think about the legacy, what do you want Glam Hair to mean, let's say, longer after you're gone?
I would say I would want the brand to outlive me. I want something that is genuine. I want something that is authentic, something that is going to exist long after I'm gone. I don't want it to die with me because it's something, I feel it in my bones that this is something that our generation and the coming generations need. So I really do want an empire that's going to outlive me.
Oh, it's good to know. Thanks. So before we close out, let's lighten things up. It's rapid fire round, right? Coffee or tea?
Tea,
Favorite hairstyle to create?
knotless braids,
Favorite country you visited?
Malaysia,
Your biggest motivation?
being alive,
One word that describes Glam Hair.
transformation,
Dream holiday destination?
Dubai,
Favorite food?
chicken stew.
One thing your clients don't know about you?
One thing my clients, I would say they don't know about me is I'm a very private person. So when a client comes through the door, we sit in the chair. If the situation requires me to laugh, I'm going to laugh my lungs out.
Okay.
But I'm a very private person.
Okay. One piece of advice for young women starting out?
The young women starting out, I would say believe in yourself. Don't let your past or your present deter you from something that you would like to achieve. Don't listen to other people's opinions. If you feel it inside you, go get it.
Great advice. Young women out there, the advice. Memory, before we wrap up, is there one thing you want every woman watching this to walk away with, and what would it be?
I would love for the women out there to know that you are the powerhouse. You hold all the power. Whatever motivation you are waiting for or you've been looking for, it's inside you. So dig deep within yourself and you find what you're looking for.
What I am taking from this conversation is that Glam Hair was never just about hair. It was about a woman who built space where other women could feel seen, supported, and beautiful. That's rare. That's powerful. If this moved you, hit subscribe. Come visit Memory and the team in North Lakes, Queensland, 59 Endeavour Boulevard, shop number 6, with a big Glam Hair sign. Follow Glam Hair on social media. Drop a comment below telling us your biggest takeaway from this conversation. Until next time, this is Time Pays.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Memory.